Getting everything set up still. So, yeah, getting everything set up. Viewers will experience widget, whatever that is. Stream health. Error on the stream. Okay. Well, we're gonna go with it and see what it does. It looks like I got a frozen on YouTube, but we're gonna keep going. It's 5 a.m. Let's get started. So the first thing we're gonna do, actually, let me turn this on. Good morning. Welcome to another episode of Blue Collar PMP's P6 Office Hours. This morning we're going to go over setting up an EPS in your P6 again for the third time because I can't seem to get my streaming to perform properly. And we're going to do it until I get it right. Once I start getting everything right and everything streams properly, then maybe we can actually get into some P6 office hours and make some progress on some of this stuff. But I'm going to stop whining and complaining and get into, let's go to the job search. Let's open a new incognito window. No, that doesn't work. Okay. See if I can turn my main monitor back on. It's on. Okay, so with main monitor on, it will work. We'll call it PMP. So today, let's go to LinkedIn. LinkedIn.com. There we go. We are going to search for P6 scheduler positions. I get 3 or 4 emails a day from different companies looking to fill P6 scheduler roles. This is really a trade in its own right that you can use exceptionally well if you were a really good craftsman in your industry or a really good engineer. So let's do a search in jobs. I'm telling you, there's so many jobs out there. P6 scheduler. $14 jobs on LinkedIn. This must be just in the area. Maybe not. Washington, D.C. remote. Oh, no, I've got 14 notifications. 108 new entry-level jobs. P6 scheduler, 191 new. Program scheduler, 366 new. You can see where I've been looking. Colorado. So let's go to P6 scheduler entry level. 108 new jobs. Let's take a look at this real quick while we wait for people to pile in or to come in. I don't even know if anybody's piling in, to be honest. I'm going to minimize that because the stream seems to be going well. Still doesn't look like we have any viewers. Nope, no viewers. So let's get back into these job results. P6 scheduler in the United States, 2,818 results. Um, Los Angeles, 31 to 60 an hour. Now, this $31 an hour, that's only knowing P6 more than likely. 31 bucks an hour to know P6. 22,000 hours a year, that's $62,000 a year to operate P6. Project scheduler, Pittsburgh. Special program scheduler, Greenville, Texas. Project scheduler, Akron, Ohio. Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania. Mont Belvieu, Texas. Raleigh, North Carolina. Wilmington, North Carolina. On site. Albany, New York. Concord, New Hampshire. You want to work for Tesla? They need a construction scheduler in the Bay Area. You want to work for Oracle? Arlington, Virginia. Even the Mang companies, Meta, I'm not even sure what all those guys are, but they also use scheduling as well. This is the skill that I'm trying to teach. A skill that everyone can use and make a lot of money if they know it. Well, in my brain, it's a lot of money because I'm poor, but page after page. Now, 40 pages just right here. This is just one job site. These are the kind of things that I want to try and prepare you for. These kinds of jobs right here. P6 scheduler, project controls engineer, scheduler, Omaha, Nebraska, Albuquerque, New Mexico, Columbus, Ohio, Bellevue, Washington, New York, Dallas, Texas. Where do you want to work? You can literally work just about anywhere. And this is just in the United States. Let's look overseas. Let's look in England. United Kingdom, search. Why'd you go back to the United States? There we go, England. Search. Why are you bringing up United States stuff when I searched United Kingdom? There we go. It worked that time. Maintenance planning engineer. That's also something you can do as a scheduler as well. That's actually how I learned scheduling, is as a maintenance planning engineer. Let's see. And we're back to the United States. Why are you doing that, LinkedIn? Why are you bringing me back to the United States? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Well, I guess because I got my location on, I guess. I don't know. But regardless, that's just on LinkedIn. 2,818 results this morning for entry level positions. So let's turn entry level off and go mid to senior level, which is where I like to stay. I could probably be a schedule director by now, but I like to stay mid to senior level. 900 mid to senior level positions for P6 with P6 scheduler in the description. 900. 901. Program scheduler, senior specialist 4, Waco, Texas, Kansas City, Chandler, Arizona, $150,000 a year. Only, Tennessee, Austin, Texas, Washington, D.C., San Diego, California, Chesapeake, Virginia, the Carrion Group. So you can start your scheduling journey at 60,000, and then 4 to 5 years later, you're over doubling it as a senior project scheduler at 150,000 a year. This is this kind of skill I want to teach you. I mean, I don't know. This is what I want to teach. This is what I want to help you with. This is what I'm trying to do. So let's get into setting up an EPS. Let's get check my I got my main monitor up. I want to turn my P6 window on, turn my main monitor off. There we go. All right. I'm still learning how to operate my OBS and live stream. I'm hoping today that I don't double my audio up like I did yesterday on Tuesday. With apologies for that if you've tried to watch that video. It's horrible. Oh, excuse me. I doubled up my audio, so it double recorded and cut the video time in half somehow. I'm not sure how that worked. But anyway, let's set up an EPS. So I did all this yesterday, so I did all this Thursday. So let me remove all of these. Enterprise, project structure, and I want to delete these here. All these new ones. Let's delete. Because I'm going to create some more right now. Oh, yeah, I just scratched my nose. Yep, I know. I'm a gross old man. Close. All right. So this is what an EPS structure looks like inside of P6. This is how you or your organization are just going to organize your projects and where they lie within your different areas of expertise or the different branches of your organization. For me, my Babin acquisition group, I work on a few things, and this is what I have in here right now. As you can tell, I haven't put a lot of work into project schedules for this kind of stuff, for this stuff yet, except for, my blue collar PMP, which is what I'm really heavily working on. And what I'd like to do is get blue collar PMP up and running first, because I can help most people with that. So today we're going to open, it's already open. We're going to create a new EPS. To do that, once you're in P6, you have to come up to Enterprise. Enterprise Project Structure. And here we are. I want it at this level. Click Add. And there it is. It adds it under the level you had selected. It does that every time you select it. So if I have EPS here, and if I have this EPS selected and I add a new one, it's going to add it as a child of this EPS that I had selected, just like it did here. That's why I selected T-Bag Incorporated. But at the same time, I don't want it here. So in order to move it to the same level as my T-Bag Inc. EPS, I'm going to hit this left arrow here and move it out. Now it is its own EPS, which would symbolize a company that I'm doing work for. So if you're running your own P6 on your own machine standalone as a consultant, I would have, if it were me, I would have an EPS for each client. That way you can organize your projects according to client EPS. So let's add a few here. So we're in this one. We're going to add another one. And it adds it as a child to this one because it wants to do that. That's how it's made. That's how P6 is set up. If it's not a child, we need to move it back out, just like so. Let's delete that for now. Yes. P6 is always going to, if you're deleting or dissolving something, P6 is always going to ask you if you're sure you want to do that. That's a safety mechanism. It works quite well. New EPS. So what do we want to call this? We want to call this train EPS. And we're going to call this P6 office hours. Oh, that's a caret. That's not a 6. Yes, I still hunt and peck. P6 office hours. So that is my new EPS. That's where I'll add my projects. Another way to add an EPS, select Select anywhere, actually. Select one, hit insert. No, I'm wrong. Ooh, or is it just slower? I thought I could hit insert. I do it everywhere else. I may be wrong. There we go. Insert. Where did it go? No, it did not insert. It just opened. Oh, no, there it is. New PS. Right there at the bottom. Inserted. That's another way to do it. It's hitting insert. Let's remove that. Yes. Okay. Now that we have our EPS set up, we can create a project in there as well. There are a few ways you can create a project, but I don't really want to show you that right now. I'm going to use that for Tuesday's P6 office hours, is creating a project. So, scratch my head. What are you guys having trouble with in P6? That's what I really need to understand. I'm getting on here trying to answer questions, but nobody's showing up. Let me know in the comments what you really need to understand in P6. Is it how to open it? Is it how to change activity ID numbers? Is it how to tie logic? What do you need help with in P6? I want to be your P6 coach. I want to help you get better at it. Help me understand how to do that. Right now, I'm working on a course, P6, my P6 Basic Operators course. I really wanted to make it free, but I'm not going to be able to do that. So what I'm going to do is copy one of my favorite YouTubers, Johnny Bravo. And right now, while I'm recording, the course is going to be $200. If you get in now while I'm recording, it's going to be $200. I'm going to try to record one video a day, every day until the course is done. And then when the course is done, it goes up to the industry standard of 1,500 to 1,800 to 2,000. Depending on, I'm not sure what the industry standard is going to be when I get done recording the course, but that's what the price is going to go up to. So if you want to get in on the course now, let me know. I haven't even set it up on my website yet to be able to pay for it, to be able to get into it and pay for it yet. But I just want to let you know that the course is coming. A basic P6 operators course. Once you buy it, you have access to it for life, and it updates. And as I update it, you will get the new. So you'll have access to all the new information. It's really going to be the best way that I can help people. I'm going to do the P6 office hours to answer questions for people who really need it. But to really learn P6, once you have your license, you really need to sit with a course and go through it step by step. And the best way I can do that, I think, is what I'm doing. Answering questions for people online on YouTube, and then directing them to my P6 course. That way they can get access to it, go through it over and over again. And there's also going to be an option at some point where you can have access to me as a personal coach to help you walk through your P6 problems that you're having. Because a lot of times that helps too, is having a hotline that you can call to get assistance with to work through your P6 problem. That's what I'm trying to do here, is become a P6 coach for young engineers who find themselves thrown into the seat, or for craftsmen who really are really ready to put down their tools but don't want to get out of the industry they love so much. Those are my two niches that I'm trying to really, really target. More the craftsman side of it, because that's where I came from. I was an electrician for 10 years before I picked up scheduling and planning on this end of the house. So I'm not saying that I'm the greatest electrician. I'm not saying I'm the greatest scheduler. But I know from experience that going from working on my tools to operating P6 has been beneficial, to say the least. I've worked on some really large projects, and